hope you're safe and well no matter where you are in the world. 14 weeks of lockdown, 14 weeks of baking, and this is the final baking video. We are in October, it's spooky season, and I'm a cake artist. I have some really cool cake ideas that I want to create for Halloween, and that's where I want to focus my attention. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has followed along, whether it's been on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Initially, these videos started, it was a way for me to keep creative over the couple of weeks that I thought we'd be spending in lockdown. But when it became apparent that we were in this for the long haul, I also wanted to perhaps encourage and inspire people to get back into the kitchen and give baking a go. I really enjoyed receiving all your messages, showing me the recipes that you've created for your own, or recreating the recipes that I've shared. It's been great, and I've enjoyed providing some light entertainment with my bloopers. Thank you for giggling along with me. I really want to say thank you. I know a lot of people don't follow along with YouTube and they engage with the short and sharper content. So as a thank you to everyone, I created a free downloadable ebook which has all 14 recipes, and all you have to do is head over to my Instagram and click the link in the bio and download it. So thank you. Now onto the baking video. This week I decided to bake cinnamon scrolls with a white chocolate cream cheese frosting. Now normally I would have it here, but it got demolished. So you're either just gonna have to go to the end of the video or you can see it in the ebook. Either way, it's been a fun 14 weeks. Thank you so much for joining along. I really hope you get to hug your loved ones soon, and happy baking. Okay, so what we're going to need is some baking flour, milk, yeast, sugar, egg, and butter. What we want to do is we want to mix our dry ingredients first. So blend in your yeast, and this is a dry yeast. It doesn't need to be activated. Add in your sugar and blend well. Now we're going to mix our wet ingredients. So my milk is slightly warm and I have heated that in the microwave for around about 10-15 seconds. I'm adding in my melted butter and whisking that, and then just adding in my egg and giving that a good whisk. Now we want to add our flour in portion by portion. We don't want to add this in all at once because we want to make sure that the dough doesn't become too dry, otherwise it'll be completely unmanageable. So as we're adding in tablespoon by tablespoon, we have more control over the stickiness of that dough. And as you can see here, it's quite sticky. We will go through the whole bowl. However, we will add a little bit more in, but it's becoming the consistency that we want it to. If you're in Australia, I use the brand Lighthouse for my flour. They have high protein, which is your bread flour, as well as low protein, which is your pastry and baking flour. Flour your surface and you are ready to knead your dough. Now if you have a mix master that has a dough hook, you can pop it in there. It's less work, but unfortunately I don't have one, so it is the old method of using your hands. You will get muscles out of this. So you want to knead it for roughly around 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, now we are going to use a neutral oil like a macadamia nut oil to wipe over our clean bowl. And we're going to pop our dough in and cover it with some cling wrap. And we're going to allow this to proof for around 2 hours or until it's doubled in size. Now we're making the warming sugar. This is just a spiced sugar. It is brown sugar, allspice, nutmeg, and lots of cinnamon. Blend that well and set aside. And once your dough has doubled in size, you want to flour your surface again, and you want to roll out to a rather large rectangle. Once you're happy with the size, you want to grab your softened butter and spread it all over your dough. The butter needs to be really soft. Then absolutely cover the dough in your warming sugar and press it in. Once that's all done, you want to tightly roll your dough away from you, and you are ready to cut it into pieces. You want to cut the ends off because that won't have a lot of cinnamon sugar in it. Pop the scrolls into a lined pan and cover with cling wrap, and you want to proof these again for another 50 minutes. Set your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and you want to bake for roughly around 25 to 30 minutes, and then pop on a wire rack to cool once baked. And this is what they look like, nice and golden and squishy. So now we are ready to make our icing. We want white chocolate, butter, vanilla, icing sugar, and cream cheese. We're going to pop our cream cheese and our softened butter into the mix master bowl, and we're going to blend it until it's light and fluffy. While this is blending, you want to have melted your chocolate, and once it's melted, pour that into the butter cream cheese mixture and blend. You'll also want to add your vanilla in, and then you want to spoon your sugar in at a tablespoon at a time. I actually didn't go through all of the sugar, so just add it in bit by bit and stop at your desired consistency. I'm adding in pink food coloring because why not? And once you are happy with the consistency, it's time to spread over your cooled down but still warm cinnamon scrolls. And now you're ready to place your icing wherever you please. You can cover the cinnamon scrolls entirely, or you can use the frosting sparingly. It's completely up to you. Once you've done this, you are pretty much ready to eat these and enjoy. I really hope you've enjoyed the last 14 weeks of lockdown with these baking videos. I hope you've had fun, I've inspired you. I have a free ebook that I've created with all 14 recipes for you to download. So go check out the bio on my Instagram and download it. And if you do give these a crack at home, let me know, and happy baking.